let's discuss job descriptions and what hiring managers are looking for. Simply went to Indeed and ran a search for cybersecurity and remote for the location. So this one came up, Security Analyst 1 for Red Leg, remote position, 40,000, 50,000 a year, full time. So when you look at the qualifications, it says preferred for everything, meaning they don't have any hard set requirements. That's your initial thought when you look at this. So let's see what the description says. So as an analyst, you're a member of the Red Leg Managed Services team. Security Analyst 1 is focused on clients' frontline security monitoring with Red Leg Managed Services. You'll utilize technical knowledge, proprietary tools, and polite professional etiquette while performing the following duties. So it talks about monitoring and triaging client security alerts, identifying opportunities for improvement in client security posture, some other areas. So something that's interesting about this job listing is you saw in the beginning, right here, where it said qualifications, everything was preferred, and even the preferred information security experience was only a year. When you go down here to skills and knowledge requirements, must have general skills / knowledge in some of the following areas. Well, information security, okay, but network security architecture and design, that's not entry level at all. SIM, syslog, other log applications, routers, access control devices, TCP/IP, firewall. So it's a little misleading, right? Because in the beginning, just preferred. Associate, 1 year preferred, kind of easy breezy. But then when you come down here, there are a little higher level skills. And then desired kind of mirrors what we saw in the beginning with additional things such as analytical thinking and problem solving. Required, high school diploma or equivalent, US citizen, English. But look at preferred. So they went from just right above it, high school is required. But preferred, they prefer someone with a bachelor's degree in information technology, at least a year of working experience, familiarity with programming languages, and a certification. So this is a great example because I'm going to tell you something. And this is from my experience, 20 plus years in IT, last 12 plus in cyber. A lot of times when it comes to cybersecurity, hiring managers don't know what they're looking for. More importantly, the people posting these jobs for them, if they have a recruiting, staff, HR, they don't know what the manager's looking for either. They're using templates and keywords, right? And I know as a job seeker, that's very frustrating. But the reality is, when you apply for a job, you need to tailor your resume to what it says they're looking for. And you want to target the requirements and the preferred items. So you want to check, I talked about checking boxes if you're in my accelerator program. You want to check as many boxes as possible. See how much you can check off from required and preferred and make sure it's in your resume. Key thing to note here, under preferred it says familiarity with Unix, Python, C++, and so on. Familiarity with does not mean working experience with. That's two different things. It's wordplay a little bit, but it's true. So that means if you have learned these languages on your own, or if you've taken a college course on it, you're familiar with it, and you should put it in your resume. Please don't fabricate it. I'm not telling you to fabricate anything because you can get called out and have to perform certain things. So be prepared for that. Anything in your resume that you say you've done, be prepared to talk about it and or perform it. But my point is to make sure you address as many check boxes as possible. But going back to my earlier point about employers, again, they don't always know what they want. Because this position initially started off very entry level, but then it got a little more towards the mid-range when you talk about network security architecture and design and C++ and Python. I mean, someone starting out in information security wouldn't have that experience. And then this is entry-level pay for, information security job, especially depending on where you are, right? So These are all things to consider as you're applying for positions. I just wanted to select a job to walk through it with you to show how you look for the qualifications. Make sure you read the description, requirements, and what's preferred, and make sure you match your resume to it. I hope this is helpful.